flyer. Many of them were already into a gallop when they started, and racing then for this Paddy Power Gold Cup. Homeward Legend amongst the first to begin there as they took the first, and Poquelin was knocked back by a mistake, and I think the Giant Bolster has gone at the first. He has. The Giant Bolster is out at the first fence. What an anticlimax, sadly, for David Bridgewater. Jockey still down, horses galloping away riderless. They're all over the second fence safely enough. And Homeward Legend, Great Endeavour, Wishful Thinking right up there in the firing line as they come to the third fence. Billy McGurn on the outside is sitting handily as well. Calgary Bay is amongst the leaders too. Fine Parchment is just tracking them. Dave's Dream there as well. Montparnasse is in the first 7 or 8 too. And just behind these leaders on the outside is Ariel. Walking away now, fortunately, is Tom Scudamore from the Giant Bolster's first fence fall. It might have been a blunder and unseat, to be honest, but we'll no doubt find out later on. They're coming down the hill then towards the home straight, having jumped the first 3 fences here. Looks like a good gallop being set by Homeward Legend, Wishful Thinking, Great Endeavour the grey, just in front of Poquelin, the inside of Fine Parchment. Montparnasse is handy as well with Billy McGurn, Calgary Bay. Oiseau de Nuit just behind them with, on the inside, the white cap of Quantitative Easing. Dave's Dream on the outside with the cheek pieces, the loose horse running out of the way, fortunately. Ariel behind them. Araldeur is held up, also finger on the pulse towards the rear. Likewise, Loosen My Load is much nearer towards the back of the field than the others. On the inside, held up is Noble Allen, together there with Tullamore Dew, who's being anchored today, normally a front runner. And Diver is also out towards the rear as well on the outside, the other grey. So coming up the hill then, Wishful Thinking has won the battle for the advantage and strides out with some purpose as he comes up now to fence number 7 in the Paddy Power Gold Cup. And a super leap there by Wishful Thinking. He's 6 lengths to the good over Calgary Bay. Homeward Legend still there with Great Endeavour on the inside, who saves ground. Then a break of 2 lengths to the next group of 4 behind these, with Poquelin, Fine Parchment, Montparnasse and Dave's Dream on the outside. Then comes Oiseau de Nuit, Billy McGurn, Ariel in the middle of the field as well. So too is Quantitative Easing as they take that uphill fence. Araldeur made a mistake towards the back of the field, just behind Billy McGurn. Oiseau de Nuit on the outside, finger on the pulse is restrained. So too on the inside is Noble Allen, and then Swincombe Rock at the back together with Diver, waited with as the runners continue down the hill towards the next plain downhill fence, where Wishful Thinking jumped it nicely. Slight error there by Ariel in the middle of the field as they took fence number 9. Going towards the water jump here then, Wishful Thinking and Richard Johnson striding out by about 3 to 4 lengths. Jumped that nicely enough from Great Endeavour in second place. Third then is Homeward Legend, Dave's Dream on the outside, Fine Parchment bang there as well. Oiseau de Nuit not too far behind them. Calgary Bay and Poquelin just chasing them up on the inside. And Tullamore Dew has gone there at the back of the field. At the open ditch, Tullamore Dew is down. Out of the race for Liam Treadwell. On towards the next fence on the far side, fence number 12 of the 16. One or two of the jumpers getting a little bit ragged now at the back of the field. Finger on the pulse is being driven along. Oiseau de Nuit's lost his pitch and is being asked to pick up. Swincombe Rock has dropped off the tail, but Wishful Thinking is cruising in front here as he goes now to the open ditch at the top of the hill from Great Endeavour. Fine Parchment, Dave's Dream, a big leap on the outside. Poquelin, and we lost spectacularly there an unseated rider on Noble Allen just when he was trying to get into contention. Dougie Costello, nasty looking unseat there as they make their way down the hill with just 3 more fences to go. Wishful Thinking cruising in front from Great Endeavour, then Dave's Dream on the outside. Fine Parchment running a big one. The white cap of Quantitative Easing, Andrew Tinkler getting into contention with Poquelin, Billy McGurn, and then Ariel. And from off the pace, here comes Diver and Graham Lee with a very, very stealthy move on the outside, getting into contention as they come down to the third last. Wishful Thinking, Great Endeavour from Quantitative Easing in third. Poquelin's gone, unseats his rider at the third last, when maybe booked for a place perhaps. Coming down the hill, just 2 more fences to go, and Great Endeavour has taken over now. It's Great Endeavour the grey in front for Timmy Murphy. Wishful Thinking, here comes Quantitative Easing, and also Diver getting into contention as they take the turn towards home for the Paddy Power Gold Cup. Great Endeavour has slipped clear of the field. He's 5 clear, coming down towards the second last. Great Endeavour, terrific leap over it by 5 lengths now from Quantitative Easing and Diver, who's staying on the near side. The final fence, here's Great Endeavour, blunders but get over it okay. He's 7 or 8 clear now from Diver in second, Quantitative Easing, and then Ariel staying on for 4th, and up the hill they come, and Great Endeavour is going to win this for David Pipe. What a meeting he's having. David Pipe is first Paddy Power Gold Cup wins it really well. In second place then was Quantitative Easing. Third home then was a great run from Duver, followed then by Ariel. The field stretched back to Billy McGurn. Wishful Thinking, Montparnasse never got into it. And last across the line will be Homeward Legend.
There are 2 horses there who won't be in it.
It's like old times, David Pipe said yesterday. How right he is. They are dominating the Paddy Power Open Meeting 2011. The feature race has gone to Pond House, gone to David Pipe, to Timmy Murphy and David Johnson, to Great Endeavour, who has jumped and travelled beautifully and strode clear majestically up the run-in to win by many, many lengths. Quantitative Easing